Hello everyone, this is Rat 66. If any of you play World of Tanks, probably have seen me, especially on the North American server. That's the only server I've ever been on. Playing my SU-26. I've got a platoon mate that's in the SU-26 and another one in a T-15. His job was to spot for us, but he decided to go off on his own for some reason on this game. I've been playing this game for about a year now, and I just love it. And hopefully you'll enjoy this. This was a very awesome game. However, it does start out a little bit slow for me in the beginning, but you'll see what happens at the end. Something you won't see very often when you've got so many against so few and actually overcome the odds. So I was a little worried about showing where I sit with the SU-26, because if anybody plays these lower tiered games and they happen to see Rat 66 is in his SU-26 and he's on that side of the map, he's probably going to be sitting right here, because that's where I always go. But it's just such a good game that I thought I would have to go ahead and show you what's going on. Now I will say right now, anybody who's watched the Mighty Jingles or Side Strafe videos, that they're very talkative. They've got things to say the whole time. Well, I'm not that talkative, so I'll apologize for that now. I'm going to go ahead and aim here in the middle, because usually something gets lit there first. However, we do have a little bit of a fast mover that goes down there on that point. And where I'm sitting on one side of the mountain, I'm thinking there's no way I can hit him, so I'm not even going to look over there. Well, okay, maybe I will. And it's too late, because he gets out of my view before I ever get a chance. If I would have known I could hit over there, I would have been ready for him, and I could have taken a shot. Where this AMX-40 is, I have been able to take tanks out there, but for some reason my shot didn't go the right way. Hits the building. My platoon mate, he hits him. Boom, he's gone. Lit him on fire. Now I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. However, nope. Craig gets himself loaded and shot before I even get a chance to get my reticle on him. Well, it was on him, but I didn't get a chance to fire yet, because it was still closing in on him. Like I said, things are going really slow right now, for me anyway. These guys seem to know that either they know that I'm going to be able to hit them there, or they're just being cautious. Either way, I'm not getting shots at anything. Checking out all my avenues of where I can hit, and there's the Chiha, 17 hit points. Boom, he is gone. Now the Electo is normally a one-shot for the SU-26. However, I missed him. All I did was 44 splash. No big deal. I can take and shoot him again. He's sitting right there. I fire. He backs up. I totally miss him. The other guys, they're just kind of hanging back. Alright, PZ-1C. Nope, he's gone. And now I'm thinking, alright, we have nobody over on the right side of the map. Everybody who went that way died. What are we going to do? Craig is sitting out there. He's the closest one to that. He is in Artie. He should not be the furthest one out there. Right now, that SU-85B that's sitting over there close to Craig should be heading that way. However, he's not. I don't know if you've noticed, Craig has actually moved closer to that area. Pretty soon he's going to make the wrong decision. It's wrong in some ways, it's right in others. He's going to take the initiative where the SU-85B does not. However, that's the end of Craig when he goes up there. And you'll see why in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and cover him as far as I can. I'm checking out just how far I can shoot there. And real soon he's going to be spotting somebody that he's probably going to wish he'd never spotted. There it is. There's the Luke's. Fast little tank, a real fast shooter. I try to get a shot on a move. Nope, he didn't quite get him. Now watch how fast he shoots. He's got a a cannon on there that just keeps firing. I save his life just so that the Hetzer can take him out. Now that Hetzer's out of my range. I cannot shoot him, but let's remember that he's up there, shall we? SU-85B has the same map we do, knows that he's there, but is he moving? No. So I move up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and try to keep watch. I'm waiting for that Hetzer to come on out there somewhere. Bison, another SPG, Artie, he finds the SU-18. Now they're going to go ahead and go head to head. And if you think about it, both of them should be in TD mode right now. However, something tells me that the Bison is not that great at TD mode, so he tried to go Artie mode, which will be to his own demise, as you'll find out here real soon. If you're up that close, you gotta shoot in TD mode, and there he is. TD mode is the way I'm sitting right now. You just go ahead and put your reticle on there like you would any other tank, taking into account the fact that your shot does have a little bit of arc on it. With any Artie, even in TD mode, it does have arc to it. Now I know that the SU-18 is going to be headed towards our base now, so I'm going to go ahead and go around here, and I'm going to wait for him. I've got that rock as cover, so that anything coming up there is not going to see me right off the bat. I'm keeping myself aimed right there just in case all of a sudden he pops. There he is. He is now on our cap, so I'm going to come around. There he is, and he is gone. If you notice, I shot low on him because of the arc of the shell coming out of my cannon here. Always got that little bit of an arc, so I'll usually aim low when I'm in TD mode with Artie. So many times I have aimed directly at it, and it goes right over. Now I just seen a tree fall, so I know something is coming, and here's that Electo. Boom, he is gone. Another TD hit. Now we got 4 kills. There's 4 enemies left. It's just 2 of us. It's me and the SU-85B. There's that Hetzer. There's the one that took Craig out. I'm going to go ahead and aim over that way. He went dark, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a shot and hope he's still sitting there. No, he's not. Now the SU-85B needs to go ahead and light him a little bit. And he does do that. There he's backing up. I'll go ahead and take my shot. Boom, he is gone. I still don't know where anything else is. Now, I take that back. The T-80 was spotted on their cap. If you look on the map there, the T-80 was spotted. So we know that he was on their cap. I'm thinking he's probably AFK. Really hoping I'm correct, because he could come out of nowhere. He moves a little bit faster than what these other ones that have showed up around here, and he's got a turret, so he'd be able to, well, I do too, but mine moves really, really slow because I'm Artie. His would move a lot quicker. Plus he had the advantage, if he can get around me, then my turret moves so slow there's no way I could get him. So I'm just kind of sitting back, waiting to see if anybody else is following the rest of them to show up at the cap, and I'm not sure yet if there is, but it's been a little bit, so I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and move up. That's probably the best thing. Move up a little bit, see what's going on, and there it is. There's one of their Artie, a T-57. Luckily enough, I can get aimed, and he's now gone. What you didn't see is the M37 had seen me, and he had fired a shot. He missed. M37, again, is another artillery on the enemy team. Now, right now I've got Top Gun. I've got 6 kills. That's what it takes to get Top Gun. And we're going to get another shot. There it is. There's a miss. M37, he might have been thinking that I would have went on up there and hid behind that tank. So he wanted to drop one in there just in case. Again, I don't know where the T-80 is. hoping that he's back there on their cap. M37, I have no clue. Nobody has spotted him the whole time. I do have mods that I use, so I do know it does keep it up on the screen anywhere that the enemy has last been spotted. 9 times out of 10, they don't show up in that same spot. Especially when, but the T-80, I was correct. He's still back there. Chances are he is AFK. So I'm looking at this red line again. Like I said, I use the mods on some of this. That red line is how far out I can shoot with this little SPG. And once you get up in the higher tiers, you can hit the whole map. But this one is a short shooter. So I'm going to get to where I know I can hit that T-80. Hoping that the SU-85B doesn't get rid of him, because, you know, I like getting kills. I like to get the experience for it. So I'm going to go ahead and get a shot off here real soon. SU-85B missed him. I mean, this guy's not even moving. He missed him. Did a little damage. SU-85 did a little bit of damage. I take another shot. Got him down to 45. Now I'm thinking all that SU-85B's got to do is hit him one time. But he's bouncing every shot. I miss again. A little bit of splash damage. Took him down to 19. I'm thinking there's no way I'm going to get this kill. However, boom. He's gone. Now watch how close this M37 was. Right there. I fired 4 shots from right behind him. He never seen me. Okay, I track him. He can't get turned around to get a shot at me. That is just how lucky I got in this game, and game over. Won the game. Just outstanding game. Gotta love it. I got 8 kills. Remember, now we were 6-2. Normally, when you get into that kind of situation, you're gonna lose every time. However, pulled it through, killed all of the ones that was left, and that's why I just love this little SU-26. I have got at least, I want to say half my kills in the SU-26 has been in TD mode, and I have a lot of kills. I played over 1,400 games, and I've got about 2,800 kills in this. Very, very nice little SPG. Yes, I do have tier 10s, and I definitely am not no Unicom like what a lot of the players in the clans are. I'm a commander of a clan. However, we have not done clan wars at all. We don't have enough people. We're trying to get there, but we're just not there yet. Anyway, this is my very first YouTube that I'm putting on there. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will definitely be putting more on there. I've got one with an E75 that was a truly outstanding game. However, we did lose, because even no matter how good you are, sometimes somebody else is just a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I do want to mention that if you get a chance, I'll tell you 2 of the people that has really inspired me on their YouTubes, and that is the Mighty Jingles. Goes by Bohemian Eagle on YouTube, and Sidestrafe. Both of those, look them up on YouTube. If you like the World of Tanks stuff, they have got all kinds of videos. Look them up, check them out, and please, if you subscribe to mine, I'm definitely going to be putting more on there. If you liked it at all, subscribe to it, be able to see the next ones I put up, and have a nice day, everyone. Hopefully see you out on the battlefield.